So my colleague director, Bwana Mbogwa, I'm very humbled to be part of this day in Kyeni Girls. As has been said, my name is Peter Kirika. I'm the County Director of Education, Embu. But today, I have the honor of presiding over this prize giving day as the chief guest. And as I have said, I'm very honored because, as I always say, when you stand before young people, you are not sure the person you are sitting, you are studying before, because these young people, in the next few years, they could be anything. I am a teacher by profession, and as I sat there, I was counting the years that I would have taught if I'm still teaching, and I would have taught for almost that 1 year. I think more than that 1 year. And I imagine those that 1 year, the very many young people who would have passed through my hands. And even if I cannot count that one. The very many years that I taught, because I interact with some of my former students. And I am amazed by what they have become. Some of them, we may not have thought they would have become so much as they have become. And maybe that is why the speakers before me are saying that even those who will not be awarded today, they are still very, very important in this gathering. I don't know how many of us may have received prizes during a prize giving. There could be a few. The others who did not receive. But the most important thing is that these young people are on a journey. And I believe that considering what we have had, I'm sure that they are going far. So allow me to read my speech. And I know I'll repeat very many things that may have been said, but I know that eventually I'll be able to say one or two things that I may not want, especially our young people, to forget. So it is a privilege and honor to preside over this special occasion as we celebrate the achievements of this remarkable school community. I thank the Board of Management and the school administration led by the principal for inviting me to be part of this important event. Today is one of the most significant occasions in the school calendar. It is a day when we pause to celebrate achievements, we recognize our excellence, we reward discipline, appreciate sacrifice, and renew our commitment to providing quality education for every learner. More importantly, it reminds us that education remains the greatest investment any nation can make in its people. It is also an opportunity to reflect on achievements, appreciate those who have made them possible, and inspire every learner to pursue excellence in all aspects of life. This occasion demonstrates that success is never accidental, that every certificate that we are going to offer today, every award today represents hours of study, determination, sacrifice, teamwork, and perseverance. I also appreciate that behind every successful learner stands a dedicated teacher, supportive parents, visionary school leaders, and committed stakeholders. Our education is an important foundation which strong nations are built. It drives economic growth, reduces poverty, promotes social cohesion, empowers citizens. And as Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Therefore, education is not only important for the nation, but it is also important for the individual learners. So every learner sitting before us today has potential to change families, communities, and even our nation through education. Further, One of the biggest reasons why education is important is that it helps us become better versions of ourselves. As John Dewey famously said, education is not just preparation for life, it's life itself. I would want to emphasize what I've said, that education makes us better versions of ourselves. However, while academic excellence is important, character remains even more important. Our nation needs graduates who are honest, disciplined, respectful, compassionate, and accountable. Knowledge without character can become dangerous. May this school continue to produce great leaders whose conduct inspires confidence wherever they go. I would want to also appreciate our teachers, and myself having, not really having been a teacher, but being a teacher, because once a teacher, always a teacher. I want to appreciate the role of teachers in the life of in shaping the life of young people. Teachers shape minds, they build confidence, they identify talent, they nurture the dreams of young people, they provide hope. And on behalf of everyone who is present today, I thank every teacher for choosing to dedicate their lives to transforming the future generations. I would also want to appreciate the parents. Our parents, thank you very much. You are the guardians you teach values to these young girls. Your sacrifices sometimes go unnoticed. You work tirelessly to provide fees, uniforms, and whatever else that these young people requires. Your partnership with the teachers continues to produce remarkable results. Please continue guiding your children, monitoring their progress, and supporting their school programs. And I pray that God gives you wisdom so that you give it your best. And like the chairman Bom has said, we don't go to school to learn parenting. And I think that's why we really require to pray that God gives us that wisdom to ensure that we bring out the best of these young people. And as I sat down there, when the Bom chair talked about parenting, that you don't go to school to parent, to learn how to parent. And you'll hear so many advice about how to bring up young people. But it is so personal. I remember the very many things that my father would tell me when I was young, and how they have shaped my thinking and the person that I am. Not because my father had gone to school, but through the wisdom that God gives to a parent. And one of the things that has really shaped who I am is the very many hours that I would spend with my father. So may God give our parents that wisdom that comes from him, so that we may bring the best out of these girls. I also want to appreciate our board of management for providing strategic leadership, ensuring sound governance, and supporting continuous improvement in our school. I am also aware that there are so many other stakeholders who are involved in running this institution, apart from those that I have mentioned: the Ministry of Education, the Teacher Service Commission, religious organizations, the sponsor, alumni, other partners, the greater community. And I want to recognize what you do in development of and the welfare of this institution. There is something that I would want to say to the young people about responsible use of technology. Dear students, I want to move fast so that I don't keep you here forever. So as I jump, saying one or two things, ensure that you get just one or two things. Responsible use of technology. We are aware that technology has transformed the world. Artificial intelligence, redefining careers, creating opportunities, but we need to use technology wisely. As you go home, I'm sure almost all of you will have phones, whether they belong to your parents or they will be your own phones. Let them be learning tools. Use the internet to acquire knowledge, to develop digital skills. Protect yourselves from misinformation, cyberbullying, and harmful online behavior. Technology should empower you, not distract you. Dear students, work diligently, respect your teachers, honor your parents, protect your reputation. As I end, I want to congratulate every student seated before me this day. I want to congratulate every teacher, every parent and guardian, the board of management, the principal, for their exemplary leadership and commitment. And may today's celebration inspire us to work even harder in pursuit of excellence. Let us remember that the greatest legacy we can leave is not magnificent buildings or impressive examination results alone, but generations of young people who possess knowledge, integrity, compassion, and commitment to serving the community. With unity of purpose, dedication, and faith, there is no limit to what this school can achieve. God bless Kyeni. God bless our students. May God bless the Republic of Kenya. As I add, that there is one thing, I said that I am a teacher by profession, and I know that you can forget everything. So I want to say something that I don't want you to forget. And I heard this from somebody who was talking about her own experience. And it is a lesson to the students, to the parents, and to everybody, and even to myself. She talked about the wisdom of stepping back. That is what everything else I have said, forget if you want, but don't forget this, the wisdom of stepping back. We have been told that you are the best school in Embu County in terms of performance, isn't it? We have been told about so many other things that you have been able to achieve. What can make you become better than that is to know when and how to step back. This person I was listening to said, she's a parent. So she was saying that I used to be very opinionated. I hope that is how you say the word opinionated. Mwalimu, the English teacher, that is how you say it. Opinionated. Eh? So she used to be very opinionated. And because she was a CEO somewhere, a very big person in an office, she sometimes forget that at home she was not the CEO. And there was trouble at home. Because you are not a CEO at home. You are the mother, you are a wife, when you get home, you are a father, you are a husband, or whatever you are at home. So she says, when I realized that I am somebody else at home, I learned to step back. So as a parent, there are things that you don't do at home or at school because you have learned to step back. I have gone for AGMs for my children because I'm also a parent. I have attended academic whatever. And sometimes I felt like I'm being kept a lot. I felt like, why can't you just tell me the position and I go home? Or I would feel like maybe what the teacher is telling me from my own experience, I think, but I would remember that here I am not an education officer. Here I am not a county director of education. Here I am not whatever. Here I am a parent. Now, for you, girls, if you want to remain number one, you have to step back. So many things are happening in other schools. If you had learned the art of stepping back, I remember my principal, somewhere where I was a principal, and he used to tell the students that does not happen in this school. Because there were so many things that were happening even that time. But he would tell them, because it was a good school, that whatever is happening in those other schools does not happen where? Here. That is what sets you apart. The art of stepping back and saying, I am different. The art of stepping back and saying, I am different. You cannot be like everybody else and not perform like everybody else. If you become like everybody else, you perform like everybody else. When you learn the art or the wisdom of stepping back, realizing who you are and saying, I will not do 1, 2, 3 because I know who I am. And people have destroyed their careers, people have destroyed their lives because of not being able to step back. These young girls here who are going to the university, you will survive in the university if you learn to step back. When you know who you are and why you went there. Because you will find so many things done. There are no rules there, by the way. You will wake up when you want. It is not like these girls who are being woken up. Now you are beyond that. So you also learn to step back and say, I will not do this. And when God takes you to a certain level, like he has taken Kyeni to that level, or when God has given you a child, like these parents have been given children. Ama mnafikiria ni kila mtu akona watoto. Sio kila mtu akona mtoto, isn't it? So when God gives you these children, he gets you into another level that makes you to step back. So you cannot say you will know people. Si munajua there is somebody who said you will know people somewhere. Yes, parents. Si munajua huyo mtu. So I want to end by challenging all of us that we learn to step back so that we can take our school to that level that we want the school to go. We cannot be ordinary and expect to remain up there. You cannot behave like that school that want to go home every time and not perform like that school. So I want to challenge you, I want to encourage you, and I want to believe that this time next year we shall celebrate good results from this school, just like we have always done. And to our candidates, I want to wish you the best. May God give you the calmness that you require. Pass that exam. Your grade is what this year? 8.6. So you have to step back so that you can be able to get that 8.68. So God bless you. With those very many remarks, I would want to stop there so that we can move on with the program. Asanteni sana.